Hey guys, Mars here, and we're back for episode. What is it? 6 now? I think
I
we're on
believe
episode
so. I
6.
think so.
We
I'm pretty
got
sure that's where you boys are at, yeah.
yeah. We got your boy coming again,
Running.
SuperMalbert. Say what's up.
What up?
And introducing the legendary Debotness.
Oh, guys, what's up, man? Keeping it real.
So how you guys doing tonight?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Good fresh night.
Amazing.
Couple of dubs on the old Fort Webs.
Nice. You're gaming right now?
Just a little, keeping
dope.
it.
That's
It is what
good.
it is.
That's good. So, question for you guys. Did you guys have a pleasant high school experience? Like, did you have a good high school experience, or do you think, like, there was a lot of trauma? Like, were you bullied? Or you just get by?
We're getting into that.
I'm
We're
joking.
stuck.
I'm joking.
Yeah, no. We both went to the same high school. It's all right.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
Fun times. I guess it wasn't the most difficult high school because I don't think that's what it was aimed to be, but it was a got you through that stage of life.
True.
That was what you kind of needed to do.
You go through your awkward phase. You go through your, like, trying to fit in, trying to make friends, trying to just pass, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, trying to just get through the day.
Trying to
daily,
figure out what you want to do in your
grind,
future.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're a real person.
What about you? Because you have a different experience, right? Because you're younger than us, right? Super Malbert?
Yes. So yeah, for me, I wasn't really like the cool kid. I just hung around with like,
Neither were we.
like, I hung out with people, but it's like I didn't hang around with the cool kids.
Yeah,
For me, I liked high school. It was
that's
it was
good.
good times. Like at the time, obviously it's like, oh man, I hate this. I hate high school. But then as you get older, you're like, oh man, I want those days back because you were younger. You didn't really have much to worry about
Yeah.
other than like homework and
Didn't
stuff.
have too much responsibility either.
Oh man, field trips were so fun. Every
Nice.
time, like I would get super excited every time we go to field trips. But one thing that I wish I have done more during high school, like throughout high school, one thing I wish I would have done more is like participate in like things. Like I remember we had like these, do you know, like the 30-hour famine and stuff like that? It's like you stay.
Explain
well,
about it.
I don't know.
For those
I don't
for
know if
those
you
who've never
guys-
heard of that, just explain a little bit
yeah,
about
I don't know.
that.
I don't know if you guys did it at your school, but like for me, we had these like 30-hour famines where it's like we stay into school. Like I think it was overnight. I never did it. But like it was
Oh,
like
okay.
overnight, and then it's like you fast, like you don't eat or drink for 30 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
No, that's
it
crazy.
would have been
We
it would have
definitely never had that.
Nah.
it would have been fun to like do it because your friends are there. You stay there overnight. It's like a giant sleepover.
That's pretty cool.
I could see that being kind of cool for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think in like the retrospect of like the high school that we went to, I don't think that would have been a possibility.
No.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah,
that
like
wouldn't have been a possibility.
No.
yeah, like I wish I had just attended more events and stuff. Like,
So,
we
question
had,
for
like-
you. In regards to the 30-day or 30-hour famine thing that you
Yes.
didn't participate in, do you think you'd be able to do it like tomorrow kind of thing? Not like theoretically. Do you think as an adult that you would be able to do that?
Probably. But then as soon as it ends, I'm gonna be stuffing my face right after.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
100 for sure. For sure.
I'd be eating a lot, like I'd be eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, like
Yeah.
you know.
Did
But,
you
yeah,
did you bring like your own lunch to school?
I did, but like I
Like,
think
man.
throughout I think it was grade 10 or 11 or something, like there was a basketball court like nearby,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of eating lunch, me and some of my friends would just go play basketball there.
Oh, okay.
Yo,
Yeah.
man, I do that right now. I love it. I do enough.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know, Kyle is my. We've been friends since high school. We fell out of touch just because of life, but we reconnected later on,
In the
obviously.
military.
Yeah.
God damn it.
But Kyle, for you, for Debotness, for you, do you remember the nachos that they had in the food court?
Oh yeah, of course I do. Work in the kitchen all the time.
Right.
I love
Tell
it.
me
It was
about it.
probably my
Tell me about it.
favorite
I wanna know.
core. That was probably my favorite part of it. Like
Yeah.
just going through high school. I remember like the teacher really. I can't remember his name, but good guy. Taught me some knowledgeable stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like we didn't grow up in in a very good high school, you know, like
Yeah.
so like the cafeteria being there and stuff like that, working for the cafeteria, getting like free food for simply working for like half an hour, you know,
Yeah.
Oh,
like
you work
serving
at the
food was
cafeteria?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that was sick.
Like during
And
high
then
school?
like
Yeah, during the
during high
lunch
school, yeah,
break.
yeah.
Oh,
They got like good students to like literally make the food that they were serving, right? It wasn't like anything extravagant and stuff like that, but like it was everything that was served was made by us, prepped by us, cooked by us. It was
Did you get
I don't know, it
extra
was kind
marks
of a
for
cool
that,
experience.
or was it just kind of like a co-op kind of thing? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure that was just co-op. Like it wasn't like a I was already in the good books. Like I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure cooking was literally my highest mark in high school. Like I had like 97 or something like that. It was stupid. Like
Yeah.
the guy put me through OEAP. Like wanted me to go into like Humber College and went to. I did the first season of the hospitality and culinary. Like
Nice, nice.
it was kind of cool, right? So
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Nachos, food, all that stuff. We whatever we made, it was decent. I remember buying like I remember you go to high school and there was like a cookie. The thing was
Yes.
like almost like half a foot,
Yeah.
and it was 25 cents, man.
Yep.
25
Back in the
cents for
day,
wow,
the
it was
cafeteria. It
25.
was
amazing.
sick,
What a time to live.
you know.
Nowadays that would be like $1.50.
Yeah,
No,
most.
that's like a $3 cookie right there.
It was big though,
$3
like
cookie, like
bigger than the
insane.
one from Tim Hortons.
Like it's like for 25 cents, that's like that's a steal. That's good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think
And
we did
literally,
here.
like we worked there half hour. That's it, and then you get to pick whatever you wanted out of whatever we had left, and there was
That's
always tons
good.
of food. So
Yeah.
Free
loved it.
food.
Loved
So
I would the majority of the time I would bring my own lunch, but like I fondly remember the nachos because that was like my favorite thing like in the world.
it.
It was delicious. I don't even remember like
Yeah.
how they made it, but like I'd love to replicate it and like eat it now, you know what I mean?
was the portions big?
It was a good size for like our
Size?
age.
Pretty decent, for
Yeah.
sure. You're going through high school. I feel like back then, like we were big. I don't know. In high school, you felt bigger. Like
Yeah.
I look at high school kids now, and I'm like, yeah, you're not as big as what I thought you were, or
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
what I
Like
thought I
Yeah.
was. You
I
know?
feel that too. I feel it's like when I look at like ninth graders, I was like, was I really that small in grade 9? It's like, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, I feel like I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the high schoolers nowadays look smaller. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
No, I
No,
agree
it's
with
true.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
It's either
I
that
agree
or
with you, man,
like
for sure.
it's either that or like since we just got older and got bigger, they just seem smaller. It could
Yeah.
also just be
Could be
perspective,
that. Yeah, that is true.
Truth.
but yeah.
Most likely that, but yeah.
It was what was some of the craziest things you guys remember about like your high school experience? Any like significant events? But yeah, we probably all remember proms and stuff like that. But like, I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
crazier
Funny
stuff,
enough,
like
I almost didn't
school
go to
lockdowns
prom,
and shit
but I'm
or
glad I
whatever.
did.
funny enough,
Yeah, you have to experience that for sure.
I actually took my friend's sister to prom.
Did you?
I did.
We went to. I'm pretty sure our parents like got us a limo, didn't they?
Yeah,
We all went to
we
like
did.
the same prom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sick. It was sick. It was what it was.
Unfortunately, I did not go to a limo, but my friends did though.
Yeah. Well,
It was enough
you know
peace, I
what?
think.
Have you ever been in a limo before?
Me, no.
Okay, so then let's do it up this summer.
Where are we going with the limo?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, bro. You can go
Ride
to
a
a Jays
limo.
game for all you need.
Just ride a
Exactly.
limo. You know, we should hire like security guards and pretend like.
I
we're
mean, we
famous.
can
People
if we wanted.
Pretend
Or
like
we don't
you're
even
famous.
hire. We don't even have to hire.
We
like,
just
real
get
security
we
guards.
just get friends.
You get your friends and then dress up like in suits, and then they pretend to be your bodyguards, and then maybe people will think.
All we need to
famous.
do is we just need to get like haircuts, wear whatever
Yeah.
freshest clothes we got, and done.
Imagine we also hire like fake paparazzis. That would be funny.
We could set up a whole prank. Like it would be super easy to do that.
making it too simple.
Mhm.
I'd be even one of the bodyguards. It wouldn't even matter.
That's true.
I'll just come in.
You're built
It
like
makes
that.
more sense. It makes more sense if you're one of the bodyguards.
It
Yeah, but
does.
it,
Yeah.
but yeah, it would be cool to be in a limo. I've never been in it, but
All blacked
no, my
out.
friends have.
Ducks.
Yeah. All right, let's do it up this summer. We'll make something happen.
All right.
And then we'll vlog it.
I know it's like, hey guys, I'm not famous, but we're going in a limo and pretend like we are.
Yep. That's an experience right there. What's
Mhm.
like this doesn't have to be for high school, but what is your most memorable field trip? You don't have to mention where it is, but like what did you do?
This is a tough one, man. Uh,
For me, we went to I don't remember the name, but we went to a cabin in the woods, like the horror movie.
yes.
But it was like all of us, and I think we just spent the weekend there. But like the year after I went, the next grade that went to this place went like for a week. But I could only remember going for a weekend. But it was like my first time camping without my family. But I had fun. I remember getting all these prickly things attached to my pants because we were like hiking through the bush. So yeah. But like it was fun. It was just like I never really did anything like that. Like it was really an experience, I could say.
Would you
I
want to
don't even
experience
really
that again?
remember that.
Yeah. I wonder if you went.
To be honest.
Did you go?
Yeah, I don't know. I might not have. To be honest with you.
Wait, sorry, did you say was it in high school or like
It was in high school, yeah.
elementary? High school? Okay. For me, I think my first like camping trip,
Mhm.
I don't know if you count it as camping or just a cottage, but we pretty much stayed in like a cabin and it was for a whole week, which is fun.
Ah,
A
yeah,
whole
yeah.
week. So from Monday to Friday, I remember they had a ping pong table. I remember they had hot chocolate and it literally just tasted like hot water. Like it didn't even taste like chocolate at all.
I remember the first day that we went to like the whole camping trip, they didn't have hot water. And then when we had hot water in the morning, whoever went there first like had the hot water, but like whoever went there kind of like at the end, like last, barely had any hot
They had,
water.
like, cold water.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, but honestly, yeah, that was really fun. Like I'm just reminiscing. It's like, like I remember yeah, they had we played like some games too. Like we played I don't know what the game was called, but it's like basically there I think it's like Predator and Prey, and then it's like, oh, these people have to catch these.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah,
manhunt and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like you could say it's kind of like Manhunt, but like I don't know. It was
Yo,
some game.
I do remember something like
Yeah.
that now. Actually,
Yeah,
like
then
you
we,
mentioned
we
it,
wore
yeah.
like these vests with
Mhm.
like animals on them. It's like, if you wear this vest, that means you're a predator. If you wear this, you're a predator. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. I don't remember, but it was fun, and we did it in the woods.
Did
And
you
I
do
do
it
remember,
during the day or
yeah,
like
yeah.
nighttime?
Oh yeah, yeah. We did it during the day, but I remember there was this one time. I kind of regret this, but it was really dark at night,
Mm-hmm.
and then they gave us an option like, hey, do you guys want to like explore the woods by yourself? Like I think they made us follow like a path or something,
Okay.
and it was super duper dark. And it's like if you
That
if you
sounds
don't
really
want to,
cool.
yeah, so it's like if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. I didn't end up doing it because it was super dark and I was scared.
Oh, okay.
But like, now
Yeah,
I'm just like, oh man, I should have just done it. It's
Yeah.
no, but it was super dark. Like you could barely see anything, and I didn't have a flashlight. And also, I wish I brought a camera to that trip, but I didn't. I was like 13 years old.
Imagine
like,
going nowadays. Like you have your
equipment.
smartphone and all that
listen,
stuff.
man, it's like
boys.
if I go
We
nowadays,
can't go into
every
this
moment will be
topic. We're not
captured.
allowed. We're not allowed. Like, imagine going nowadays. I do this for a living sometimes, boys. Come on. We can't go down that road.
This is
Like, literally,
This
if
is
we were in the
Debotness'
high
life.
school topic again, like I would have told you. Like one of the things I valued most about high school was they had those things where there was people that literally showed up. Like I remember seeing soldiers, military members, and
Yeah.
I don't know if they were reservists, reg force, whatever it was, but I remember they came and they were literally like, "Hey, join us. We need you. Like, become awesome." And it had me pretty quick. So it's like when we get into the topic about camping and stuff like that, like I love it. I don't mind it. I do it for a living sometimes.
True.
Like so it's not like going out. My favorite experiences are sometimes going out with the boys and just shooting the shit, and
Yeah.
enjoying just being out there and tenting. Like, eventually at the end of the day, you're going home.
Yeah.
Like, or at the end of
Yes.
your trip, you're going home. There's nothing crazy on this side of it, right? So it's just enjoyable to go out with the boys most of the time.
Yeah.
True.
Do you guys know what portaging is?
No.
I love it.
What is
I
that?
do.
This guy knows. This guy knows. So
do.
basically, it's kind of like hardcore camping. So basically, some of my friends did it this past summer.
Mm-hmm.
They told me that they canoed for like 5 hours or something. I don't know if they really did,
Mm-hmm.
but
You
that's what they
can.
told
You
me. And then
can.
it's like,
Like,
sorry.
I'm guaranteeing you can, man. It's like you go out and you
Yeah.
rip on a canoe and then you
Yeah, so basically
you
they canoed for like 5 hours because the thing is it's like I said it's like hardcore camping, right?
Yeah.
So you basically you have to camp. I mean, sorry, you have to canoe to your campsite.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep there for a day. The next morning you gotta pack everything up and then canoe to the next campsite. And then after that you spend the night there and then you pack things up and then you canoe to the next campsite. So you're
Is it
basically like
like
every day.
is it like you're in a tent or are you in a cabin?
Yes.
In a
Yes, you're in
tent?
a tent.
Okay, okay.
Yes, you're in a tent. So you have to set your tent
it's
up
kind
and
of
you have to like pack it up
whatever
like
you can carry, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah. And I
Gotcha.
remember they had like these it was like these waterproof backpacks or waterproof bags of some sort. And it's like that's what you bring in the canoe
Mm-hmm.
just in case like something happens and then like everything falls. Like
Oh, for
at least
sure.
you have like a floating waterproof bag,
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely need one of those if you ever go portaging. But it sounds really fun. Maybe I'll go with them, or if you guys want to
You
go.
haven't gone, right?
Me personally,
Yeah.
no. Portaging,
Okay.
no. Camping, I have, but portaging, no.
Debotness, have you?
I've done some portaging in my life, yeah.
Okay.
Just because of like I said, the lifestyle,
Yeah, the
the,
lifestyle. Yeah.
the occupation.
How
Right.
long did
So
you canoe for? Like, what was the longest that you remember that you canoed for?
I didn't we didn't do canoes. I did a kayak portage. So basically like carrying your
Oh,
own kayak. We would one time that I did we rode a river into is the well on the Ottawa side. And basically we were going fishing and it was gonna be like a camping trip. And my buddy already had two kayaks, so we basically packed like a couple bags, our backpacks and stuff like that. Like he had some decent kayaks, so we could fit some luggage in there. We brought our fishing rods and stuff like that, and we were just living off the land. So I think like we kayaked for probably I want to say like 5K, and then we had to like portage the actual kayaks through rapids because you can't kayak through like raging
Yeah.
rapids
yeah.
coming
And
at
also, you
you.
have to make like your own food too. Like, you have to um,
Yeah,
you have to set up a fire and then cook the food there.
Yeah, you have to be
do
prepared.
the camping right.
Yeah, you gotta
Because
really be
you're
prepared.
minimalist, right? Like it's not.
Like if I ever go portaging, I would want to do it with people who've experienced it.
Mm.
Because if I'm going with like people who don't know what they're doing, it's like all of us are in the same position.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like,
all
oh, I don't know
screwed.
what to do. It's like, yeah, like,
You never want to be in the position that nobody is like
mhm,
inexperienced, or at least not one of you are experienced. That would be a
yeah,
nightmare,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
it definitely would for sure.
just in case a bad situation had happened, you know.
You got to be prepared for the worst. And from what I heard, there was also bears. I don't know if they seen one, but that's pretty dangerous. So
I believe
I don't
it.
really know how you. I don't know how you like defend yourself from that. Do you know the botanist? Do you know how you would
There,
defend yourself from a bear?
oh buddy, I don't. You never. I don't want to go into that situation ever.
Yeah.
You'd
Yeah.
want to have a lot of things like at your side, a knife,
Mhm.
a gun. I
Yeah,
don't know
like
something.
whatever,
The
whatever,
height of a
anything.
tree, some kind of
Well, they
advantage over
climbed
this creature that
trees.
will easily destroy you,
Yeah, definitely.
right? Like they're insane.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But most of the time, black bears aren't that crazy,
Hmm.
right? Like black bears aren't. They're
Yeah.
not. They are, but they aren't.
Hmm. Always gotta be prepared.
True.
I
Always.
agree. I agree for sure.
Have you ever seen a bear in real life?
I have, yeah.
Nice. I haven't.
Really?
I've seen moose. I think that's
Hmm.
as crazy as it would get for me. I mean, I've seen
Yo,
fox, wolves.
moose are worse
I
than seeing a
know,
bear, buddy.
but it was like it wasn't anywhere close. It was like basically we were driving through countryside kind of thing, bunch of trees, all that kind of stuff, and then you could just see it in the distance in the window, like through the window.
They're honestly bigger than like what
They're
you would see in
huge.
pictures. Yeah,
They're
it's like
They're
gigantic.
huge.
yeah, they're
These
way
things
bigger
are
than
massive.
you'd see in
Yeah.
pictures. But
Like
yeah, I've
you would
seen
not want to run into that thing in the
yeah,
middle of the night out in the bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a
That's
bear, but it was
terrifying.
from a distance. Like I think I went camping.
Brown
We
bear,
were in the
black bear.
car. I don't remember.
Oh,
It
okay.
was just bears.
Yogi
I don't
bear.
remember. Teddy bear.
Teddy bear.
Okay.
None of the bears, boys. None of the bears. We're not even going there.
Oh, my
They're
ring
just
light
too
just
crazy.
died.
Like they're
Oh
too
no.
massive. People, you know what's the best part about it is like most Americans think that they can actually take on like a bear. They think they can take on
I
creatures.
think
If you statistically Google
Yeah.
what they believe they can destroy or that they can take on with their bare hands, it's insane. Like they could
No.
some of them think they can take on a tiger. Like a tiger is the size of
Yeah.
a bear, but has what the abilities of a cat does, but like tenfold.
No, yeah, they're wild.
You know what I mean? So at least we're Canadians.
we are
We're Canadian, eh?
Canadian.
We
Yeah.
have to be.
We live in
Canadian, eh?
igloos.
We do. Yeah, it's kind of cold out these days.
I know.
I'll give it that. I like to put boiling water on my igloo just to solidify it a little
Oh,
bit.
of course, you have to. You have to.
Keeps in the thermal temperatures just a little bit better. As there's drywall and electricity behind me, but it's
I know, right? I mean, we're in 2024. Of course, we've upgraded. We don't live
Does
in a
anybody even say
Stone
A
Age.
anymore? Like,
I
Canada,
don't hear it.
eh?
If somebody says it, it probably just slipped.
Yeah, probably. Or if they're just that Canadian.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. So, what are you guys doing? This is the first time we got dead air, just randomly. I was like, wait, what are we saying right now? Okay.
No, we're good, boys. We're good for sure.
So, Debotness, I've asked SuperMalbert this question before, and since you're new to the channel or new to the podcast, let me ask you: if you could have any superpower, what would it be, and why?
Superpower. I'd like to be like Nightcrawler, you know, like the ability to just kind of like think about a spot, go to that spot.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I don't know. Don't really have to hop in a vehicle ever again.
True.
Hop on a plane ever again. Just simply look at a destination or vacation you want to go to and be like, hey, I'll see you guys there instantaneously.
Isn't that
That'd
the
be cool.
same power you said?
Me?
Yeah.
I think so. I don't remember. You're gonna have to look at the previous episode.
I think
No,
that's right. That's a plug right there.
good one. I love it. I love it, boys. That's a good power. You know,
I
like
think yeah, I'm
Nightcrawler's
pretty sure.
ability.
Because
to
we were
go,
like,
go, go, go.
we were talking about, okay, what are the limitations of your power or something like that.
And then I
We
was
were
like,
getting
I think I was like,
technical.
oh, but like there's gonna be a cooldown or something. It's like I
Something
can't do it
like
for a
that.
while. That's what I don't know.
No, Nightcrawler never had a cooldown. It just if you can't think of it and it's like not too clear in your head was the limitation, right? Like
Okay,
the way that his characters is cool to me.
so in regards to this power, let's get a little bit technical again. Okay, let's say you wanted to go to, I don't know, let's go to the beach, right?
Yeah.
How do you know which beach, which place to go to exactly? How do you know how to teleport
Google
there?
Maps, boys. Google Maps. We don't need to even have this conversation anymore. Like Google Maps, satellite. Let's do it. You know, like you
What
guys
if
say
the land? Yeah, but what if
lat along that exact location, your exact. We can go down to the 10 feet diameter. I'm gonna find you guys. So
what
let's make it
if
real. You know?
what if the geology? What if it just looks different because there was construction or something? Are you still able to teleport there even though it looks different? Because you have a different image in your brain than what.
Or even better, buddy. Here's what we do. You get there. You call me on your phone. You video dial me, and I'm just instantaneously there because
So I
I
have to
see
go
what
there.
I'm getting into already.
I have
But
to
we're
journey
already going
there. You just
We're
take
already
the
going,
shortcut.
so- Yeah, unfortunately, Forbes magazine might have some cool locations to go to too. You
I
know? You
can
never know.
imagine.
So,
Okay. So what would be the worst superpower to have, like that you can think of, both of you?
Worst superpower, like worst superpower we've seen, or worst superpower we
You
can
could
think
think of.
of?
Think
I
of, oh,
honestly
this is
never
getting
thought about
crazy
this
now.
one.
Yeah, I don't know if I've gone down the rabbit hole of
What
wanting
about
the
you, Mars?
wrong
Because
What
thing.
was
everyone thinks of cool superpowers, but have you ever given it thought, like, what's the crappy superpower? I mention it because if you remember in Deadpool 2, there was a few of them that had kind of crappy powers. Like there was this one guy who basically had like acid vomit, and then he ended up killing himself.
Yeah, acid vomit would be pretty
Wow.
crappy though. You know, like
Yeah.
imagine if that burns your esophagus every time. Every time you have to use your ability, it just
Yeah.
destroys your throat. Like,
Or it's like if you
Yeah.
just ate something bad and you just throw up everywhere, there goes like whatever you just threw up in. Like the sink is gone. If there's any splatter on you, like it's eating through your clothes, eating through your skin.
You're pretty much using your superpower against yourself. It's like you're gonna get killed by your own superpower.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think the ability to like never have like proper connection with a human being would be really crappy too. Like, imagine if you every person you touched just died. Like, imagine if you were
Oh, man.
Medusa or something like that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, and you always had to hide your hair snakes or whatever the heck you want to call it, right? Like, that'd be crazy enough. So like, I wouldn't want that one at all either. I
True.
think that would be really crappy.
Or like the Midas touch. Everything
yeah,
you
the
touch.
Midas touch, that'd be crappy too, man. Like, if you had the ability to turn that off and on all day, you'd want that. Everything you touch is gold. I'm just gonna go inside and touch my car right now, and I'm gonna trade that bad boy in,
Yeah, true.
you know, and turn it off. But no, having it all the time wouldn't be a good thing.
Mhm.
But yeah,
What about
so-
you, Mars? What do you think is a horrible superpower?
It would have to be something that would like you would have a really bad disadvantage just because, like for
Like, there's more
example,
disadvantage than the advantage.
exactly, kind of like how we were elaborating on the whole Midas touch or like the Medusa hair, right?
Yeah.
It might, in concept, there might be some benefits, like if you're fighting somebody or something like that. Like even Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know if either of you watch it, but his powers,
I don't know if I've gotten that yet.
he's a demon, and anyone he could touch somebody. If he touches them, it's called transfiguration. So basically, there's this one. For example, he touches some guy's face, right? Face just explodes or transforms into like this hideous creature, or he touches somebody and he can literally turn them into a sword. Like, the power can be cool, but at the same time, it's like, what if you touch yourself and you forgot to turn off your powers, right?
Yep. And then you end up killing yourself.
Yeah,
with
but
your
at the
own-
same time with
but wouldn't that be
Mahito,
Spawn?
Spawn.
Wouldn't that be kind of like Spawn right there? You know, like the Spawn can literally turn into anything, but he would never harm himself with the ability he has.
No, yeah, because that's control, right? But I'm saying, like, what if you
Yeah.
didn't have control? Like, for example, when you see the X-Men, for example, and they just got their powers, it's uncontrollable because they don't know how to wield it,
Yeah,
right?
they haven't mastered it.
That's
They
what I'm
haven't
saying.
that's like handing somebody a hockey stick and saying, "Hey, play around with this ball,"
Yeah,
and then handing somebody really good and skilled at
exactly.
using that.
Huge difference. Yeah.
Puppies, it's bedtime, my guy.
Your kids?
Yeah, just my one.
Okay, okay. But yeah, what about you, SuperMalbert?
Honestly,
I
it's
see you
like,
thinking.
I can't. It's hard. It's a
It
tough
is
one
hard.
because like we all think about like what superpowers we want, but we never think about this. This
Yeah,
is not even anything that I thought of, honestly.
I remember.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't have one.
No, it's hard. I was like, it was a hard question even for me to ask, cause it was, but like I'm thinking about like in different aspects of media, even like the early Fantastic Four movies when what's her name, Sue Storm, she had her invisibility powers. She
Then she
randomly,
accidentally, like
yeah, she turned it on and
accidentally,
like she basically went invisible, and then her clothes were still on. Like you could
Yeah.
see her clothes, but you couldn't see her. So she took off her clothes, so she's completely invisible. And then time goes by, and then she somehow goes back visible and she's naked in front of like a crowd of people. Like that sucks. It's a cool power, but like without control, it sucks. Like for example, if you had the power to like control fire and like for example the human torch, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you had no control over it, technically, couldn't you just burn to death?
Pretty much, yeah. And you can accidentally burn your friends or burn your house down.
Yeah.
Your whole core. It'd be kind of like Escanor, right? Just burns it all.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
True.
Just burns that core out, right? So.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining us on episode 6, I believe. I hope it's not 7 and I'm just calling it out wrong. But make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and in the comments tell us if you can think of a really crappy superpower or a cool superpower that has potentially a downside to it. Just comment below, let us know, since we had a hard time thinking about it ourselves. All right, with that, take care, everyone.
Later, guys.